Let me start by being open with you. Selling your time is going to be the fastest way you're going to stay broke. When you get to sell your time, you get to trap your income inside your calendar. And no matter how hard you get to work hard, you will eventually get to hit that ceiling. And that is why I always want to say if your business depends on the hours you work, then it is not scalable, but rather it is fragile. So in today's video, I'm going to show you why selling your time is going to keep you stuck and how you can get to shift to selling value instead so that you can get to charge more, work less, and eventually get to earn back that time that you've been losing. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Alan. I help solopreneurs get to start, grow, scale their businesses, specifically focusing on how they can get to price with confidence. If that feels interesting to you, then let's get into the video. Most of you solopreneurs get to start here. You price per project, you price per session, you price per hour. And for a moment, that gets to feel safe because it is so measurable. Because you get to say, every hour I'll get to charge 50,000. Every hour I'll get to charge 50 bucks. Every hour, maybe every project, I'll get to charge $200. But the problem most of you don't get to see is that when you get to charge per hour, when you get to charge per session, or when you get to charge per project, you get to reach a point where every time you get better, you get to be paid less. Putting it in a different way is that the better you get, the less you get to be paid, or the better you get, the less you earn. Because as your skills get to improve, you get to do the job faster. And when you get to charge per hour, per session, per project, then you being efficient gets you punished. So you end up being trapped. Here's the truth. Your clients don't care about how long it gets to take you to get the work done. All they care about is getting what it is they want to get. Regardless of whether you're solving a 10,000 problem in just 10 minutes or a 50,000 problem in just 50 hours, to them, they care less about it as long as you get their work done, as long as you deliver to the transformation that they bought your services for. So this then gets to translate into the fact that you're not being paid by the time you get to work. You're rather being paid for the transformation that you get to create in the marketplace. And that the faster and deeper your results get to be, the more it becomes so valuable to your clients and the more money you get to earn. Another question becomes, how do we get to make this shift from selling our hours to selling our outcomes? Here are the processes. Start by defining your outcomes. I want you to be so crystal clear about what kind of changes your clients are going to get. Make them aware of the changes that they are going to go through as you work with them. Using myself as an example, I always tell my clients that they are going to go from being unsure about their pricing to confidently getting to charge premium rates. That is so crystal clear. So in the comment section, I want you to let me know, how crystal clear are you about the transformation that your clients get to have? The second thing you need to do is attach a result, not a timeline. Again, using myself as an example, if my sessions of transforming you from being unsure of your pricing to being confidently sure of what you get to charge as premium, and throughout the process, it takes me about 8 sessions, I don't get to sell you the 8 sessions, but rather I get to sell you the price confidence within 30 days. In that way, I'm not attaching a timeline of what it is to you, or I'm not selling you a timeline. But in the other case, I'm just selling you a result, which is the price confidence of you being in charge of how much you're going to charge, of you being responsible of the premium rates you're going to charge. And then the last thing you get to do is package your process. And for this case, you get to turn your skill into a simple framework that is a step-by-step process that is going to eventually guarantee your clients results. So again, using myself as an example, I get to take you through the price system, that is the PRICE. Those are the 5 steps that are always going to guarantee my clients genuine results. And when they get to follow them step by step, they're going to get results. That's rest assured. When you get to do that, you then transform from being a freelancer to being a specialist. And as you all know that, freelancers don't get paid as much as specialists get paid. The reason I'm advocating for value-based pricing is simple. When you get to sell based on value, everything changes. You start attracting better clients, those who are focused on transformations or results instead of discounts. Another thing that gets to change is that you start earning more. Why? Because you get paid based on the expertise you bring to the market and not based on the hours that you work. And the third change that you're going to experience is that you're going to start working less. Why? Because you're going to start taking on clients who really value and respect your time. And here's the best part. You're going to start loving your business because every sale you get to make is going to feel fair and not just forced. Now, how do you get to find your value price? It's quite simple. I want you to start by asking yourself, what is the result worth to my clients when they get to achieve it? For instance, if you help someone make more money, then that's worth a multiple of a result. Or if you help someone get to save more time, then it's worth what they can now earn or enjoy. Then lastly, if you help someone gain clarity or confidence, then it's worth what it prevents, that is mistakes, delays, or losses. And that's why I'm a strong advocate for value baselines. Because I strongly agree that your price should reflect the impact and not the effort. Listen, your time is priceless, but your transformation is measurable. Stop charging for efforts and start charging for outcomes. Because your clients don't care how long it gets to take you to get the work done, but they care about the changes, especially the changes that they get to have when they get to work with you. So from today onwards, I want you to stop selling your time and start selling your impact.